Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Video number 2 out of 2. If you haven't caught video number 1 earlier on where we go through England versus Slovakia preview, you can check it out right here. Make sure you go and have a look, because with the way that it's panned out for England, it's like I titled that preview, Southgate has more lives than a cat. Because once again, England have been sided on the easy side. Well, I say easy, it's not easy, but the easier side of the draw. As well as that, we've seen what's happened tonight so far. Switzerland have beaten Italy. The holders are out. The holders that England lost to at Wembley 3 years ago, if we remember that. I do, definitely, just like it was yesterday. Italy are out, who played absolutely horrendously. Horrific performance. And Switzerland are in the quarterfinal, which means that if England beat Slovakia tomorrow, if, we have to say an if because you never know with England, then they will play Switzerland in the quarterfinal. And then after that, it's either Romania, Belgium, Turkey or Austria. Austria have been very good this tournament, but you get the gist. There's no big sides here. Some would say Belgium, they don't scare me. But anyway, England have an opportunity here if Southgate wants to wake up. And that's what I go into in that preview. So go and have a look. Much appreciated. Let's dive into what has happened in club football. Specifically Chelsea, because nothing's really happened today except at Chelsea, because Chelsea are the news every day. And not even because we want to. Not even because, you know, I support Chelsea and I do want to talk about my club. But Chelsea are the ones that are trying to sign every single thing that moves. Not just players. Anything that moves. Like I've mentioned, I've not been targeted yet. Have you? If you have, let me know in the comments. They're probably going to contact me at some point. Let me know if I can sign. It's incredible. So Chelsea are in the news for multiple reasons, and we're going to get through it. Starting off with, I think, a rumour that we have to completely debunk. Right? As Trump used the language a couple of days ago, Biden probably didn't understand what was going on. Comedy. But debunk. We have to debunk things, right? Let's debunk. So here's what we're debunking. Conversations have taken place between Chelsea and Newcastle over Alexander Isak, but Newcastle would only consider selling the striker as a last resort, with Chelsea believing they would have to pay some £100 million to have a chance at securing him. Now, on top of this, Fabrizio has come out and said that there's no talks now. No talks. And this isn't happening. And there were conversations, but it's dead. Because this is something that Newcastle would have to do prior to the end of June, which technically, for me, as I'm in Dubai, 30th of June has already started, which means we've got less than 24 hours to do this deal if we want to do it. Because after June 30th, Newcastle have no reason to sell Alexander Isak. I think they do have to sell someone tomorrow, by tomorrow. Someone has to be leaving. If not, they're probably going to take a PSR punishment because it's looking like they're probably going to be in breach. So we'll see what happens, but it's not going to be Isak. Chelsea are not going to splash 150 odd million pounds or 100 million pounds or wherever it is for Alexander Isak. It's not going to be happening. If this was Roman Abramovich, we could be very much talking about Isak joining us tomorrow. But it's not Roman, and it's not going to happen. So this is how we roll now. Instead, what we are going to do is what I believed a few days ago is the only striker on the market that Chelsea do have a chance of financially getting, and I think are going to go and get. Here it is. Chelsea have held talks over the potential signing of Canada international Jonathan David. He's just in the age bracket. He's 24. He earns less than 150k a week at the moment, and I think we'd be able to bring that to the cap. And in terms of his stats, he's all right. He's decent. He's all right. He's not blockbuster. I think people have reservations over him because of the way that he plays, and I do understand it. I have seen some stinkers from Jonathan David before. But right now, in terms of who Chelsea can potentially sign, who Who are Chelsea allowing themselves to still be open to? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about strikers that we would all love, that I would take tomorrow, but we're not going to do. Forget those. It's unrealistic. The realistic options that we know Chelsea are open to based on the bracket that they've narrowed themselves to. Jonathan David's the best one there. He is. In terms of the fees, in terms of his age, and in terms of what he's actually done so far. He's the best option. So this is why, and I stick to this, I said it a few days ago, and I'll say it now, I think we will be signing Jonathan David. I think he's going to be the striker that we bring. Now, there was a rumour earlier on saying that we were potentially looking at sending Nicholas Jackson over to Newcastle so then we can get Isak. What a load of rubbish. It's a load of rubbish. And I'll be honest, personally, I would not want to do that. I would not want to do that. I've criticised Jackson and I still have concerns and worries, and I still say he's really raw, but there is a player there that can develop. I just don't want him as my number one. That's it. I would keep him at Chelsea though. I would keep him in the squad, for sure. Because Jackson could, under the right guidance, which we don't have, right, be a good striker in 2-3 years from now. He could. If he manages to, develop away from how raw he is at the moment, I think he can. But he's going to need someone to get that guidance from. And yeah, is Jonathan David that? Probably not. But what I'm saying, best of the bunch. So Alexander Isak, not happening. Jackson's definitely staying. Don't listen to that one. And besides, that came from a source that we shall not speak on. I'm not going to mention him. But it is what it is. So that's the latest. Jonathan David. Would you have Jonathan David? Or would you not? Let me know down below. Much appreciated. Now, latest on Dewsbury Hall. This was meant to be happening. What's going on? Well, here's the latest. Talks between Chelsea and Leicester for Keane and Dewsbury Hall are still ongoing tonight. Clubs negotiating to understand if they can agree on fee and structure of deal, with Chelsea pushing for at least one player included. KDH already gave green light, now waiting. Can we not call him KDH? It sounds too close to home. It just sounds like KDB. Can we wait for KDB to retire to then use the initials? It's just... Anyway, this is no news. This is the same as what we've heard yesterday and the day before. So it is what it is. Now, The Athletic have come out with a little bit more info on this. So here's the latest. Keane and Dewsbury Hall's potential arrival has led to more speculation that a final decision on Conor Gallagher's future has been made and he will definitely be sold. That is not the case, and Chelsea have not ruled out offering an extension to Conor. This is PR. This is pure PR. Pure PR. Chelsea have not ruled out offering an extension to Conor. Do you understand what that means? That means what I've said for a while. He's not been offered one yet. There's nothing on the table. Do you want the player or not? If you do, put the contract on the table. Give him something to accept and extend. He hasn't got anything to extend. What are we doing? Do you want him or not? Make the call. We all know. I'm saying that hypothetically. We all know Chelsea don't want to keep him. Chelsea want to make that pure profit. But they've got a problem. And that problem is Conor Gallagher. Because he can just say, I ain't going anywhere. I'm going to stay and run out my contract. Because I want to. He could. So he's well within his rights. And what would that mean? Next season, at the end of next season, he would be leaving Chelsea on a free. He would be negotiating deals on his terms with clubs. He'd be getting a signing on bonus because he's a free agent. And he'd be getting a high wage because technically he's a free transfer. Win, 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 win for Conor Gallagher. But there's one problem. And this is the problem that could make or break how much he's worth. And that's how much playing time he'd get under Maresca. If Maresca does not use him, then he might spend the whole season not playing. and that's not good. And that's where I honestly believe Chelsea, look, Maresca in the position that he's in, we all know Chelsea would be very capable of literally knocking on Maresca's office door. Enzo, listen, we don't want you playing Gallagher. Don't do it. Okay, boss. No problem. No problem. You know, I would not put it past Chelsea to do that. I would not. And that's where it forces Gallagher to think, okay, am I going to be playing? Am I not going to be playing? Am I going to be used? Am I not going to be used? Am I going to be sitting on the bench for a whole season, or am I going to be running and getting minutes? If I'm not going to be playing, then I might as well leave now. And that's where I think Chelsea want it to go. I think Chelsea want it to go in that direction. So Gallagher goes, you know what? I don't think I'm going to be playing. I might as well just leave. And then Chelsea will be like, yes, pure profit. So we'll see what happens. And that's why I suspect why Chelsea are not giving him an extension. This is going to be a saga that I think goes all the way to deadline day. So we'll wait and see what happens. Now, to wrap up, there's been a bit of news that scared me at first. I got to be honest, it scared me at first. I was like, you cannot be serious. And then we got clarity. And I was like, okay, fair enough. It makes sense. So what I'm about to show you, don't get scared. Just hold your thought. Here it is. Chelsea are in advanced talks to sign left-back, is it Caleb Wiley from Atlanta United? Or Saleb? I don't know how you're saying it. Caleb? Mr. Wiley. Let's call him Mr. Wiley. Now, you've not misread. That says Atlanta United. Atlanta. Not Atalanta. No, not the Serie A team. Atlanta. Yes. The MLS team. Yes. The United States. Yes. MLS. Major League Soccer. Yes, I know. But I was looking at that and thinking, you can't be serious. Nah, surely not. We're not signing a left back from the MLS who's going to come in and actually just be our left back. Surely not. Surely not. I know we're scraping, but bloody hell. Well, we have the clarity. Here's the clarity. Strasbourg confident to sign US international at Atlanta left-back Caleb Wiley. Deal with potential future view to Chelsea move, but Strasbourg are on it for present under Patrick Vieira. Talks ongoing as first called by L'Equipe. So there we are. 19 years old on top of that, and that's why I got worried. A young kid from the MLS will bring into Chelsea. This can't be true. It's for Strasbourg. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm all for us signing youngsters if we're going to, send them off to Strasbourg to develop. Not a problem, because that's the trialling ground. Not a problem, right? And I got to be honest, Strasbourg are not happy with that. And I understand them, right? Because their balance has been destroyed as well, just like ours. None of us are in favour of it. But if we're signing a couple of young guys and you want them to develop, yeah, Strasbourg's right there. Perfect, So it's for Strasbourg. It's not for Chelsea. False alarm. Everyone rest assured. It's okay. Don't worry. Chelsea will be signing their own kids. So it's fine. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on that one. If you know anything on the player, I'll be real. I don't watch the MLS. I watch it whenever there's a highlight here or there. And, sometimes I look at it and I go, ooh. And sometimes I have a giggle. But it is what it is. If you know anything on the player, let us know. How do you think he would fit in at Strasbourg? How do you think he'd do? Much appreciated. And I will see all of you tomorrow. If there's any big news, then I will do a video. And if there isn't, then you will hear me on the England-Slovakia review, where hopefully I'm here talking about how England are in a quarter-final and not how we've been knocked out the Euros. Fingers crossed. But you can catch all the reaction here as I do drop it. So make sure you're hitting the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. And also, do not forget to check out my other channel, my second personal channel, in the description, as a brand new second video is dropping on there. The first video was last weekend. There's a brand new video dropping this weekend. It's actually more likely to be tonight. If it's not, it's tomorrow morning. But if not, it's tonight. I think it'll be tonight. So keep your eyes peeled. Make sure you're subscribed over there and enjoy the video when it drops. And I'll let you know about it tomorrow anyway. So I'll catch all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace.